All right, folks, I'm out and about today. Today's June the 6th. It's hot. Already beginning to get to that point to when I start looking forward to the summer to start rolling over into the fall again. I know that's a ways off, but I can't help from to think it every year. I'm so glad when the point in time comes that beginning of fall starts. But I got to having the Apex ammunition, the turkey shells and the predator shells on my mind real heavy while I've been out here roaming around today, and I thought I'd bring you even a little more word and input about Apex. Some of you, or most of you's probably watched the turkey kills from this past season. Some of you may hadn't. But when those turkeys, long as I'm shooting the Apex, when those turkeys are on out there like 65, 75, even up to like 80 yards, I'm not just barely reaching out there and touching those turkeys and maybe just getting a pellet or two in them, you know, to kill them or knock them down. I'm literally smashing them at that distance. It is literally unreal what Apex will do. I know the shells are high. They're about $55 to $58 for a box of 5, and that's if you order them directly from Apex. But a buddy of mine a couple of states away, he had several different guns, some 20 gauges, some 12 gauges, but he picked out like his favorite 20 gauge and his favorite 12, and he got, I think it was 565 Carlson choke, which is the recommended choke tube for shooting the Apex, and it jumped his 20 gauge Remington 870 from a 45-yard gun up to about a 65-yard gun. And when he put the Carlson in his 12 and shot the Apex, it jumped it from like a 65 to a 70-yard gun up to a 80-yard plus gun easy. I mean, he could really reach out and touch them, especially with that 12. But Apex has made such an impact, especially on turkeys for me, within the past 2 seasons now. I personally called Apex and talked to them the other day, and I give them my input and on how good I thought the shells was, how well they perform, what kill and knockdown power that they have, and I told them that it's truly just a devastating load. I mean, it's just a disaster when you pull the trigger. So I told them how long, you know, I had been testing it now, and that I was really, really satisfied with it on what it does. And I know a lot of people says they're not going to pay that much money, but especially when you get, not so much up in the woods or say the timber, if you're turkey hunting, you know, in tighter spots, you might not have to worry about it as much as far as getting that extra range. But if you start in hunting around fields and you think you're going to be making long shots, you better second guess the situation before you step out there if you ain't got Apex in your gun. So these guys at Apex, they messed around and they emailed me three promo codes the other day to use to get discounts on Apex shells for next year. But these shells that I shoot, I don't have a 20 gauge myself. All I have is 12 gauges. I shoot the 3-inch number 9s, and it's just terrible, just devastating, like I say, on turkeys. But if you predator hunt with a shotgun, you definitely want to look at the Apex 3-inch number 2s. They've got them in number 2s, number 4s, BBs, whatever you want, but especially the 3-inch number 2s in the 12 gauge. I mean, it is a wipeouter when it comes to a coyote. And you take like a coyote at 50 yards. It's not just barely killing him. I mean, it's like it's smashing him, bones and all. So, you might check into it. if you want to get that extra yardage. So I just thought I'd bring you that. But anyway, other than that, summer's starting. It's getting hot. I'm still going to continue to be taking orders on basically any of the game calls, whether it's still turkey or deer. Deer season's ways off. I'm still going to be taking orders for basically all the calls, the coon squallers, the predator calls. Just contact me through Facebook or send me an email. Call me. My phone number is right on the business page on Facebook, Mosses Creek Calls and Outdoors. And if you hadn't already, all of my videos, I carry them on over to my YouTube channel. Make sure and like and subscribe on YouTube, Mosses Creek Outdoors and Wildlife Calls, Tennessee. So I guess that's it for right now. So we're going to get on down the trail here and see what we can get into. So thanks for watching on the Apex Edition video here.